Title: Piper's Journey Home. Once upon a time, on a sun-kissed beach, there lived a little sandpiper named Piper. With her tiny feathers and bright eyes, she loved to explore the shoreline, especially when the tide went out. Piper's curiosity was boundless, but so was her fear of the waves that crashed against the shore. One sunny morning, Piper watched her fellow sandpipers foraging for food along the water's edge. They seemed fearless, darting in and out as the waves rolled in and out. Inspired, Piper gathered her courage and decided to join them. However, as she dashed toward the surf, a sudden wave surged up, knocking her off her feet. Frightened, she retreated, peering cautiously at the foamy tide. Determined to overcome her fear, Piper sought guidance from her mother, who had always encouraged her to face challenges head-on. "You have to trust your instincts, Piper," her mother said gently. "Just watch and learn." The next day, Piper observed the other sandpipers. They didn't wait for the waves to completely recede. Instead, they danced and darted in sync with the tide, scooping up tasty morsels as the water pulled back. Inspired, Piper decided to give it another try. With her heart racing, she took a deep breath and raced toward the surf again. This time, she focused on the rhythm of the waves, timing her movements to match their ebb and flow. With each dash into the surf, she felt a thrill of excitement as she began to discover the treasures hidden in the wet sand. But her newfound confidence was tested when a particularly large wave crashed toward her. In a moment of panic, Piper froze. Just as she thought she would be swept away, she remembered her mother's words and instinctively flapped her wings, leaping to safety as the wave receded. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, Piper stood proudly with her fellow sandpipers. She had conquered her fear and learned to embrace the beauty of the ocean. From that day on, she was not just a timid little bird, she was a brave explorer, dancing along the shore, collecting treasures from the sea. With each tide, Piper grew more confident, teaching other young sandpipers how to navigate the waves. And every evening, she returned home to her mother, sharing stories of her adventures, knowing that with love and courage, she could face anything the world threw her way. And so, on that sunlit beach, the little sandpiper lived happily ever after, a symbol of bravery and resilience, inspiring everyone around her.